What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of
Yeah.
ReJect Rundown, man. Live episode number 2 over here, man. We had to stop on by and get some good chats about some good stuff, man. Some quality things that can't happen this past week, especially yesterday, if mind you, if that said or whatever. But on the mic, you guys hear Mr. Zach the Mac as well as Old Man. You guys say what's up to the peeps. Zach the Mac, you started off, man.
You're damn right here. It's your boy, Zach the Mac. Zach who's never whack. Zach who is, I don't know, the greatest of all time. We're talking GOAT talk right here, okay? That's right. Welcome, though. Welcome back. That's right. It's your boys, the ReJect Rundown. We're doing our thing. Getting the vibe night. Friday night. Good vibes. It's in the air. I hand it over to the oldest guy here, the old guy on the team,
Hello, everybody. I'm the oldest player in the game. Put everyone to shame. I should be in the Hall of Fame. I need a picture with a hot-looking dame. That's what we're talking about.
That's fire. That was good, old man. I like that.
Well, besides that, you guys kind of see we don't have this on the board right now, but a lot of things came out yesterday with the whole game of the week, video game awards, if I'm not mistaken, right? That happened yesterday, and a lot of stuff kind of came out, a lot of trailers, a lot of video game trailers. Anyone particularly stand out at all by any chance to you guys?
Video games.
Tomb Raider? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a secret one. I didn't realize. I thought they were making something, but to kind of hear that out actually wasn't too bad. Not bad at all.
Lego Batman.
Yeah, Lego Batman. That's.
I seen allegedly that they were working on a new Gears of War, so I'm a little excited about that.
Okay, I think the other one was Resident Evil, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
yeah, I know they're doing the continuation, but if I'm not mistaken, the Resident Evil one, they're bringing that back all the way to Raccoon City. It looks like these games have kind of stirred away from it. So I think this newer one that's coming out, they're kind of going back to the city where the big old nuke occurred.
The nuke.
Yeah. They maybe want to see the Resident Evil.
Ground Zero, if you will.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is crazy. It seems like every game is going back to basics. Look at the fact that Resident Evil is going back to old school basics, and so is Tomb Raider.
Yeah. The other one was if you guys didn't see it, man, freaking Mega Man. They're bringing the revamping my style of my Mega Man over there a little bit. Got a cool little pizzazz on it, add a little bit of cool graphics to it, but still looks like of old, where it's like single view, whatever case to be, and he's just kind of going throughout his missions and stuff. So it looks dope. It's classic like. You guys should take a look at that.
As long as that arm gun shoots raw as fuck, it'll be a good game, bro.
Exactly.
I wonder if it's gonna have open world or not.
No, it didn't look like it did. It doesn't look like it will. But I think that is something where according to reports after that showing was what I've noticed in a little bit earlier today was a lot of speculation that Capcom wants to expand more on the Mega Man universe, which they should, in my opinion. I think that's a sleeper of all. Like, did you guys ever see that little Amazon Prime skit? I think they did like some type of it's called game levels or something like that, or some levels on Amazon Prime, and they did some animation skits, a lot of different style of games. Some of them were kind of horrific, but some of them were kind of like homage. Yeah, like there's a Pac-Man one, but they made it seem like as if the Pac-Man was kind of being possessed by the Pac-Man himself. And you notice how he goes around in the maze inside of it, in a sense to try to escape. Well, in this one, he was using the person to try to get out of it, but then they realize no, they want you to be in it. They need you to stay inside, not try to get out. So the cylinder thing which makes Pac-Man was like, well, then you're gonna die in the sense, whatever case to be. So it just goes in a circle. It just goes in a circle, and it's like all these people, like he I don't know if he creates them or when someone inserts themselves into the game, he takes over. He tries to manipulate them to take over so he can get out of the game. Yeah, so it was a crazy ass twist, and it's bloody. It's bloody as hell. Yeah, there's that one. They had Warhammer, and then they had that little small one about Mega Man, and that one kind of hit all over social media. And I don't know if you remember, old man, we was kind of hyping that up, showing like the little snippets of it. It was pretty dope. Pretty dope how they did it.
Nice.
What was that, like a few years back, a few months back?
Yeah, it was. Oh my god, I think it was earlier in the year, to be honest. Nope, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's one of the games. If I'm not, I know for sure they need to expand more, especially if they want to do this whole Super Smash Bros. He needs to be a big piece of that for sure.
I think that's why they're doing it, so that they can finally like get people's interest in these characters.
Yeah, that I wish. Well, yeah, that's kind of what we got from Game Awards, and then we got Andrew Schultz talking about Street Fighter a little bit. He kind of went viral because he was kind of throwing shade at Mortal Kombat 2 actors.
That's true. Street Fighter's gonna be sick.
But trailer was nice, but we'll talk a little more about that a little bit later. So let's get on with the show. Everybody, we got a lot of things to get on the board, man. First thing first, on the board, kind of get you guys' opinions if you guys have heard anything about it. This whole Marlon Wayans and 50 Cent action. You guys kind of paid attention to social media a little bit there. You've kind of seen all this speculation, all these little things have been going back and forth.
I've seen Marlon's side of it. I haven't seen 50.
What about you, Zach?
I only saw some of the tweets. That's it, man. That's all I saw. Some tweets. Nah, Instagram posts. I haven't seen anything like that. No, but I've only seen some of the tweets. That's it.
Well, I'll tell you what. This beef right now it's what I've seen out of it is kind of pretty crazy, and it kind of stemmed from Marlon Wayans just reacting of a comment or opinion. He was being interviewed, doing his little, like what's it called? His run of advertising for his new stand-up and stuff like that, especially talking about Scary Movie 6. And the reporter or the interviewer asked him a question about it. They asked him and said, did you see the Diddy documentary on Netflix? What do you think of it? Blah, blah, blah. And he said, listen, he's like, I think we need to kind of get off of this. We need to stop being so negative on our own culture a little bit here. And, listen, he's in jail. Let him be in jail. He got convicted. Just let him be. Why are we adding on to him? You know what I mean?
Marlon Wayans said this.
Exactly. And he's like, it's just, why are we beating this man more down when we don't need to? We don't need to do all that. So he himself was like, I think that's where 50 heard that snippet of the interview and just started going off on it. I think he shared a picture. He's making it seem like as if Marlon's sticking up for Diddy. And then Marlon's like, karma's karma. Like it's going nuts. And they're throwing shade at each other with a lot of these AI photos of each other, except for it's crazy. Like Marlon shared a photo of 50 and Diddy in the bathroom taking a bath together. Rub-a-dub-dub, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then you got 50 over here talking about he posted a part where Marlon was being interviewed by Shannon Sharp, and he then basically said on that interview was like, I don't go nowhere, I don't do nothing, I'm at home, I'm a homebody type of person. And then 50 used that little snippet and then showed a picture of him shaking hands with Diddy at it looks like a formal event. It doesn't look like a Diddy party place. It just looks at like he's at an award location.
Ain't no party like a Diddy. Sorry.
And that's another thing too. He shared a tweet that supposedly Marlon retweeted that, or he commented on that type of deal. And it's like, bro, oh my God, you guys are going ham on each other here. It's crazy.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of worrisome if Marlon is sitting. I mean, it's worrisome if Marlon's trying to defend Diddy, though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. You can't really defend him, like, because he's, there's some things out there. Like I look at that as trying to defend the R. Kelly situation. It's like you can't. There's no defending that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get he's trying to say he's in jail, so like stop bringing his name up. But it's like if you're somebody like 50 Cent now, he's a big troller. He is a big internet troller. Let's get on him specifically because he has a lot of money and he's done his wrongs. And now he kind of sits back and he's at a point where he just kind of like trolls people now because he's just doing what he's got to do in life. So he gets a thrill out of trolling people. And there's nothing more bigger of a troll move than to fund a mini docuseries about somebody that you know was shiesty. And now it's like the truth is out there, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's understandable. I agree with that part. Like it's kind of questionable as to what Marlon, are you really sticking up for him? And I think for a fact he said I've just commented on a question that was being asked. You don't see me up here sharing posts and what's it called, sharing other comments about what he did was right or we should just leave him alone type of deal. I just answered a question. You are now taking this to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And Marlon's like, and people over here telling me to back down. I shouldn't go after him.
Yeah.
Marlon's like, no, fuck that. I'm going after him. I'm a comedian. This is what I do for a living. I can come back and forth with her 50. You're just 50 Cent. You go ahead and just continue making your movies and stuff, whatever case it be. And if look, they're doing Scary Movie 6. There is going to be some type of input in on this about this whole 50 Cent stuff as well as Diddy thing. I'm sure Marlon's going to mention, or at least
he might drop something in the movie about 50 for sure.
Exactly. And even Diddy, for that matter. Diddy and R. Kelly, they're going to drop something about that for sure.
I don't know about R. Kelly. I don't know if I want to touch that. But Diddy would be funny. I don't know. You could, yeah. He could easily. He's a comedian, so he could easily do both. Yeah.
For what I'm thinking right now is that I believe that this whole thing, the reason why 50 went a little further into what's going on is because I think he wants to expose the truth.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
And I was reading somewhere that Marlon is actually mentioned in it, but I don't remember hearing Marlon's name at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't hear too much of Marlon in general. I think that photo itself is a little, it's like kind of Marlon said, it's a narrative how he's explaining it. It's a narrative how it's being expressed. But within that photo, like I said, it looks more so like as if Marlon's at a party, at like a MTV, award show or banquet or a movie showing or whatever. And then Diddy shows up and then they're shaking hands, talking and chatting. Like you can find allegedly, right? Allegedly. And you can definitely find a bunch of those pictures of anybody, any celebrity. So it's not like as if
that's the crazy part with Diddy. Yeah, like he's so famous. There's pictures of him with everybody, technically.
Exactly. A lot of pictures. And especially with these Diddy parties. Like a lot of people said, look, yeah, we attended. I'm sure you won't find no celebrity who did not attend a Diddy party.
At one point, your name was on the list type shit,
Exactly.
At one point.
But don't ask me if I stayed. For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, and I never went back. Type of deal.
The party was fun, ... Right.
Exactly.
Right. Ain't no party like a Diddy party, ...
Hey man, LeBron said it best though. LeBron said
You never know.
Zinger.
He said zinger. The LeBron face right there.
Right.
That's funny.
Now I don't see this ending though, everybody. I think this beef is still gonna go on for quite some time. 50 Cent is one of the people who tend to hold these type of issues quite often. He puts these grudges on for quite some time, so I'm sure this is going to linger on for a while. But
actually, it makes sense that they have a beef going on right now due to the fact that they both have a movie coming up.
Mm-hmm.
One's got Street Fighter, the one's got Scary Movie 6.
Exactly.
So it hypes up their films in a way.
In a way, right? And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Especially for Scary Movie 6, like we know there's something going to be put in there, and then moving forward, 50's definitely going to mention a lot of stuff. So I agree with you on that part.
50 is in Street Fighter, right?
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, that was you just said that, old man, too. But it's like, what character exactly does he play again? I forget.
The boxing guy. I don't know his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guy with a boxing glove, and he has this big old Majin Buu symbol of a haircut on his head. So
looks like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, kind of, right? All right. Next thing on the board, everybody, we got to move on to the next topic at hand, man, because this kind of came out of nowhere at left field, kind of an overhaul here. Paramount interrupts the deal between Netflix and Warner Brothers. It's basically said, hold up, wait a minute, let me put my bidding in it. So they put over there. Paramount offered 108 billion instead of Netflix's 70. Was it 87 point whatever some billion? So Paramount's like, bruh, how are y'all going to sell to those guys when we can offer you an extra 20-something billion?
Bring
it over here. Bring it over here. Now, I don't know.
Get that money. Get that money.
They're making a big case of putting the brakes on this deal because, again, this Netflix and Warner Brothers deal is not necessarily officially written in the books. They do have the bidding rights to them, so that way they can. But at this point right now, it's fair game. So I don't know if they're saying Trump is going to interrupt or whatever case it be because he's friends with Paramount and somebody over there. But who's to say any other? But to sit there and actually say, Netflix has this as a done deal and we're looking forward to this moving forward, don't think so. I think we got a lot of speculation. You still got the Writers Guild, if I'm not mistaken. They want to sit here and put the brakes on this deal. And Paramount, I mean, I had to look at Paramount's, background right now. I actually had to, after seeing this, I had to look at their movies and see, well, what freaking movie do they have that was actually successful for them to really give this amount of money of a bid? Like, are they really that good in their books? And man, let me tell you, I saw they have the Transformers franchise, Ninja Turtles franchise, Scream.
Okay, Ninja Turtles is good.
Yeah, right. The Scream franchise, which Scream has been going up, that's been a moneymaker right there. They got, I know what you did last summer. They got that franchise kicking in, want to step back up again. They got freaking Maverick, Top Gun franchise, which Maverick was really one of the big steals, I think, in 2024 or 2023, if I'm not mistaken.
Not gonna let you down, Goose.
What else? What else I saw that was on there? I know, right? G.I. Joe, bro. They got your G.I. Joe over there.
Fire. Bro. Marlon Wayans, a.k.a. He was in that. He was in that.
I think they got Yellowstone.
They did.
Let me
Warner
see
Brothers?
Let me see.
No, Warner Brothers on Paramount, I thought. No,
I think it's Paramount that has Yellowstone.
Let's see, Yellowstone.
Yeah, Paramount. That Paramount's on Warner Brothers too? Oh, wait, I'm tweaking. My bad. It's in the middle. Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah, Yellowstone is. You're right, man.
Yellowstone is not on Paramount Plus. Instead, it's streamed exclusively on Peacock. So if it's on Peacock, it's Universal. Yellowstone.
It's on Paramount Plus on Hulu. I swear to God, though.
Nope.
Maybe they just. I don't know. Maybe there's a deal there, but okay, for sure.
Could be. It could be going to Netflix, and it could be going to either or. And you guys might be right when it comes to the other shows, though. I think the other shows are coming out on Paramount. So that thing is
they were airing like the new episodes and all that. That was going straight to Paramount.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think you guys are somewhat right on that part, and there is some ties to that. So I think Paramount has. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll tell you. The only fear I have about Paramount taking over is that what you just mentioned, the two movie franchises were good, but look at the fact that they had to reboot both of them. They had to reboot Transformers. They had to reboot the Turtles. Why? Because of Michael Bay.
Right.
Imagine if they decided to give another superhero team to Michael Bay. I don't want Michael Bay near DC Comics at all.
Well, hey, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, Paramount wants Michael Bay to return to the Transformer franchise and create either if they're going to continue on. This is where I can't remember. Either they're continuing on what was done last from Beast Machines, or are they going to give Michael Bay his final film where it's about what's his face? Unicron. One of the two. One of the two is right. I'm not too positive, but I gotta look at that.
Allegedly,
right? And then what other movies franchise? Star Trek franchise. they have over there at Paramount.
Star Trek's pretty good. I heard of it.
Which I didn't know this. Indiana Jones they have on their platform, which I thought it was Disney for 1 second, but it looks like
I think they share the rights.
They do share the rights. So Paramount has the actual spinning rights when it comes to that, and then the Warner Brothers, Disney is allowed to create the movie and stuff like that. They just have credit. They get the main credit from Paramount. So I'm like, that's crazy. That is wild. So I mean, look. Besides that, though, those franchises in general itself, Mission Impossible, all that kind of stuff over there. When it comes to those movies and everything like that, it's like they've been banger after banger. Smile was one of their thing, and Smile was a big hit. That's why they made 1 and 2. So they've actually made some good quality money maker type of film for them to be like, we can invest definitely in this 108 billion, and we can do something with that. And it's not bad. I'm not too mad if Paramount takes this bid for sure, and Warner Brothers.
I'm mad as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not. But regardless of wherever it goes, it's like it just sucks because there's going to be so much possibilities of revamping things, redoing things. Who are they moving? Are they not moving? Like all that kind of stuff is going to be in questionable hands. It's just it just sucks where things are going right now.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's the only thing. Well, we'll see what happens, though. Let's keep an eye on it, everybody. Moving on to the next thing at hand, man, because this is actually the big thing, like we did last week, everybody. And I want to see your guys' opinions on this one because it is pretty crazy to say the least, man. It's ReJect of the week, everybody. If you guys did not catch on what happened last week, man, but I made some good little, picture skits for everybody to see here. All right. My ReJect. Well, I have not just one actually this week, everybody. I have 2 ReJect of the weeks. Okay, pretty crazy.
Dose?
Yeah, 2 people deserve ReJect of the week this week because of the ridiculousness. Okay, came in 2 pairs this time. First ReJect week, obviously, you see on the screen is Mr. Philip Rivers. Everybody, yes. You did not know, now you know. He has returned to the Colts, all because of Adam Jones breaking an Achilles. But I gave him ReJect of the week, everybody, because it's like, bruh, did you really have to look like the way you look like? You look like you came from the bar and decided to come over here and said, I'll throw the football for you. Like, bro, sit down. You are done and retired. You are not, as much as I don't like freaking Aaron Rodgers, you're definitely not that guy. You're definitely not a Tom Brady. You're not on a TB12 method. You're definitely not freaking, what's it called? Russell Wilson. Even just as much as Russell Wilson sucks, you are not that guy. All right?
Damn, okay.
So please go sit your couch potato butt back over there on the couch. And then when someone calls you and says, do you want to play quarterback? You tell them, no, I am retired. I'm laying down. Leave me alone. My knees hurt. My back hurts. My arthritis is starting to kick in, everybody. I need to go see the doctor tomorrow. I can't go see you guys, Colts. I got to stay home. You are doing a disservice to the Colts franchise, my guy. I apologize, but I just got to rant about that. I don't see it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Zach? Do you agree with my ReJect of the week, giving it to Philip Rivers here, or am I just being a little too extra?
The way he played is what you're getting based on, because you say he came off pretty bad, right? Is that what you're getting at?
He's just coming out pretty bad. He hasn't played yet.
Okay.
His first game is going to be on Sunday, but it's like, bro, look at him.
Okay. All right. Well, I will get. We're gonna go based on swag. Hell yeah, we're talking double jersey. Is definitely ugly as fuck. The helmet's bogus as hell. Looks pretty tight. The fake ass arm sleeve quarterback thing is you're a little too old for that, bud. If you come back in the league, we already know where you stand. You weren't the greatest. You're not going to come back and be the greatest. So let's get that together. But as far as him coming back and playing, we'll see how he plays, because you can't give somebody the jump off to like that now. Because look at who am I thinking of? Who just came back and for the Bengals? That was, and he did get traded already. Came off the couch though.
Flacco?
Yeah, not Flacco. No, you know who I'm talking about. Somebody else.
Flacco.
Oh, it is Joe Flacco. Yeah, Joe Flacco. Yeah, you're right. He just came back. He was doing decent. Look at okay, he came back pretty. And now he's on the Browns, or he was on the Browns now, I think, right? Something
No,
like that.
Flacco was on the Browns, then went to the Bengals.
Gotcha. Yeah,
That's
came back for them. So other than, I mean, he did. He's pretty bumming, but this guy, I get you though. I get where you're coming from. He can get you. He can get the reject of the week because he's definitely on. Yeah, bouncing back, looking like a scrub. Like you're definitely not taking this serious, bro. It's the now is the prime time to come back this season, like this week, because we're going into the prime week, bro. So you better get it together.
Dead ass. And it just look, he was a great quarterback. You know, he was in his prime. He was a phenomenal quarterback, played for San Diego Chargers.
Yeah.
It was San Diego Chargers, not LA Chargers. It was San Diego Chargers at the time.
Yeah.
And you know, he was solid. He played well. He was a great quarterback. We had great competition with Cutler and him. They really had their little beef between each other. And regardless, he was, like I said, great, phenomenal team player, everything solid. Yeah. It just, bro, you're not that guy right now, man. You're that one guy. You're that one guy that when retirement comes in, just stay retired. There's the comebacks are not made for everybody, and specifically not made for you. You need to chill out, sit back, sit down, go eat a burger again, have another beer, and chill the hell out, bro. Just you're not that guy right now. Sorry, you're not. I just can't. I can't agree with that one.
You're not him. Agreed. That's fine. You can get that.
Now, second rejig of the week, everybody, which I think entitles a little bit more backstory to this. Okay. But second one on hand, if you guys did not see a lot of the most viral moments that's been going around, there was one that recently occurred. Damn, I took the Phillip Rivers. I should have changed the name up on here, guys. My apologies. If you guys don't know who this guy is, his name is Jamal Hill from the UFC.
Yeah, Jamal Hill.
Jamal. Jamal Mill. Jamal Hill. Yeah. This guy over here. This guy decides to wants to throw a fight against Miss Joanna Chevchenko. If I say it for
Chevchenko, I think it's Chevchenko, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. All because Miss Joanna, right, wants to kind of not threaten per se, but she tells Mr. Hill after he says, "What's up? How things are going?" She goes and says, "Where's your girlfriend at? Oh, she's not here. Well, just tell her next time when I see her, I'm gonna pound her down," type of deal.
Whoa,
I'm gonna beat her down, right?
Whoa, inappropriate.
Mr. Hill decides to sit there and say, "Oh, you gonna threaten my girl? You gonna say something about my chick? No, F that. You hit my girl, I'm knocking you out, bro." What?
That's not cool.
Right. You gonna look. I get it. I get it that you're trying to defend your family. I get it. I understand that part. But for you to be threatening another female like that, especially in media world where everyone's freaking cameras all over you, not a good look, bro. Not a good look. Your PR team was on like a high alert after this. Decided to sit there and say, "Well, we gotta do this. We gotta do this." Bro, it was so crazy. So crazy. It just doesn't make no sense.
That can get the reject for sure. Like reject of the week, because that was not. It's not cool to do that to women, bro. We're talking equality here,
right? Even though it's equality, but let's also put it this way here, though. Let's also do this, Mr. Hill. Is your brain truly damaged from the last couple of fights that you've had, bro? Because if I'm not mistaken, for you to throw a fight out there like that, talking about I'm gonna beat you up, bro. Did you see your own last 3 fights? Did you? Oh my God. Last 3 fights, you got knocked the hell out. You was getting towed up, but
he got knocked out. The thing is, he got knocked out all 3 fights.
Well, the one against Khalil, that was actually decision, which I didn't know.
Oh, Khalil was decision? I thought he got knocked out.
I thought that was actually a freaking knockout, to be honest. But I know for a fact by the end of that fight, you looked like you ran through a train, my guy.
Yeah, definitely got whooped on
some real. And then you got knocked out in the 3rd round of the freaking what's that jury fight or whatever. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, he did lose. Yep. See, exactly. He did get knocked. We got knocked the hell out.
Yeah,
and then we know. We know the last one. Your ass got rocked.
That ass. Alex Pereira, Mr. Pereira, put them braces on too.
He caught
So for you to be like,
he caught a Hadouken.
right, and then for you to be like, hey, I'm gonna beat you up if you talk to my girl, bro. We've seen your last 3 fights, my guy. I think Joanna has a chance. I think she has a chance. She didn't get knocked out last 3 fights. She looked like she went through the ringer as well, but she didn't get knocked out, my guy. She handled her own. For you on one hand, bro, I think you should have just tapped out before you even say anything else. So yeah, Mr. Hill. Before you throw shade out there and throw a challenge to somebody, know your own record before you do that. First off,
stay in your lane. Stay
in your lane, my guy. Yeah, and second of all, know who you're talking to. You're talking to a female, not a good look, especially when it comes to your PR and especially when it comes to it going viral. You're not gonna be that guy. You can't portray yourself as that dude. All right, regardless if you're gonna sit here and try to make a case. I was defending my family. No matter what, my family comes first. If someone threatens my family, I'm gonna defend them. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's layers to that, my guy. There's layers. That's why you have female friends or female cousins or female family members to handle your lightweights. You can't handle that lightweight like that. Gotta be careful. All right, moving along.
I agree.
Moving along after ReJect of the week, everybody. Gotta get into some cool things about here. Wait until the screen pops up. But a couple of trailers, like we said this past week, did drop, everybody.
Yeah.
Especially most important of them all was Supergirl.
You guys got this going for DC. I'll tell you that. She's
dead ass. Yeah, dead ass.
It was good. I liked it. Yeah.
Old man. Yeah, your thoughts. I want to just chop it in real quick. I'll let you guys start that one off. What were your thoughts?
Let's go, old man. Old man. I know you watched it, old man. You go first, man.
Yeah. Okay, so it's funny because we got a glimpse of Lobo. That was cool to see a glimpse of Lobo. You know what's funny? I was reading in comics that I was looking at like different comments that were going down on social media. Somebody said you went from being a somebody to an unknown character, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait, what? And then I look at the replies to what said person who said Jason Momoa went from being a superhero to an unknown. And people are like, well, I guess whoever just made this comment has never picked up a comic book to know about the Green Man, about the Lobo. So it just tells me right away people are trying to throw shade for this movie, and at least people are now defending the movie as it is, too. You have other people, like, a lot of people are going to try to trash this film, and most of them are going to be either Snyder fans or, hate to say this, Zack Snyder, but Marvel fans.
Okay.
And I feel like because Marvel fans are going to probably look at the fact that, she probably has a Walkman, which goes back to Guardians of the Galaxy where, Star-Lord had a Walkman. And it almost looks exactly like the same Walkman that he had.
Yeah.
So yeah, the movie looks good. I just feel like a lot of people are going to try to do whatever they can to catch it, just that people don't go watch it. And that's the sad reality of today's comic book fans is that they rather try to not watch something and not give it a chance just because they want to stand behind their fandom.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's just that part right there sucks that they have to do stuff like that. Like they nitpicked a lot of things. I'll comment on that afterwards. What about you, though, Zach? What did you think about it, man?
I thought it was pretty interesting. It looked good. It looks like there's a decent amount of action. There's obviously a good origin story, which I want to see more of the origin story. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited for this character. She's gonna be very impactful, dude. I'm liking it. There's gonna be a couple of there's some Easter eggs, of course, and dude, I'm there. I'm honestly there. I'm gonna watch it. I'm pretty excited. I think I'm a little bit more excited than you two for some reason, which I don't know why. It's something about a youthful ass fucking super woman chick, bro. Like, hey, equality, all right? That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Nah, she's always been a cool character too, and I've been ready for a version of her to look this badass, bro. So I'm excited for that. She's gonna be that fucking badass chick right there, and like, obviously, dude, she's gonna be part of some other movies, and I hope they move forward with her, dude. Like, that's a cool ass. I want to see this shit. Excited for Yeah, excited for a villain in this motherfucker. Let's go, dude. Let's do this.
All right, not bad, guys. I mean,
I liked
I
it.
would
I liked it. The trailer was good. I liked it.
to comment on oh man pertaining to the Lobo thing. Like, I think that right there, I would have to agree. Like, it's why are you guys trying to throw some shade onto something stupid to the point where you're really trying to antagonize, not for someone to go watch it. Like, things like that is nitpicking. All right, this is the first trailer that's come out for sure, and what I found it really cool was that it gave me a lot, but a little at the same time, and it gave me just enough to be like, bam, I want to see this. This looks cool. Now I'm already I'm already skeptic at the actress portraying as Supergirl, because it's just like she looks smaller. She looks very teeny tiny compared to a Supergirl type person. But then I look at it and I think about it like, you know what, in anime versions of things, when they did like the cartoons, the cartoon movies, and the Young Justice, it's like she wasn't really that big either. Like, as if she was part
she's
of
not a big girl.
Because she's technically a teenager in a sense, or around that 20 range or whatever age, like when all of this came to be, and her frozen in time, and then her becoming back again to meeting Superman and all that kinds of stuff, or whatever case to be. So I can't expect that part, and so that's why I'm like, not bad. The actress herself, I've seen her in House of Dragons. She's done a phenomenal job in that series, so definitely not mad at that. Her acting style, I think she can pull it off really well. And Lobo, particularly, like, for you to sit there and say, "Oh, this is a quiet character," Lobo's been a fan favorite of DC for like a long ass fucking time, since he came out in the comics. And it's like, there's no way this character has been like.
He looks badass, bro. He looks so badass.
I think Jason Momoa was built for this. I think Jason Momoa, like himself, was actually Lobo himself, like a mixture of Lobo and Aquaman. If you really look at it, there's going to be a lot of what he did there that's going to carry on to this, which I'm excited for. And
he looks insane, dude. He looks insane.
He really does. He really does. He looks like this is his niche. He was ready for this.
You're not gonna see the end of him in this, bro. He looks too badass.
And it's cool that I'm appreciative of the fact that we saw a shadow perception of him. We didn't see the whole picture. We didn't see him from head to toe. We didn't see his bike, which I know for a fact, once we see that motherfucker on screen, that bike is gonna look freaking awesome. And there's gonna be so many people, like bikers, they're gonna want to redesign this in live action and want to do that for the movie. Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
I feel like the next Comic-Con, you're gonna have a lot of Lobos and a lot of Supergirl cosplayers over there.
Agreed. And I think,
did you like the way he looked? Go, man.
I didn't get to see the whole thing, but from the shadow look of it, I honestly feel like I'm looking at Lobo come to life.
Yeah. Okay. Agreed.
That's the way I felt. I feel like Jason Momoa, like Tony Kiss said, and I think you said it too. Jason Momoa, like, he gives you that vibe. Like, he was built and born to be this character.
Right. I agree. That's going to be really the coolest thing. And the cool thing also, the other cool thing is too, is that Superman is technically going to make an appearance in this film. Obviously, from what we saw, I think Gunn has to put that out there and just let us know. Look, guys, this moving forward, you're going to see our DC characters jump in from movie to movie here and there. Don't worry. It's made for. But the real big question that I have to say, and I think we're going to look into this a little more detail, and I don't want it to be answered so much in the trailers anymore. I want it to be left for the film. Wait until you tell me in the film. But did you guys notice in the part of the trailer where this big old beam that's coming over the city and look like as if it's going to protect the city itself and carry it away? I have a weird feeling that that's Brainiac taking over the planet, in a sense. So that's why the planet itself caused it to die, more so than what we've heard that the resources of the planet was going down, so they had to leave, or it was just going to blow up. I think it has to deal with Brainiac taking over that city, which then held Supergirl, in a sense, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even Supergirl saw this before she left and noticed that at the end, Brainiac's going to be the big echelon. That's who we're going after. And really the stepping stone to what we're going to see for Superman 2.
I think that it's more like Brainiac sunk Supergirl's family's city.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't take a whole planet, he takes just a brief city as collection.
Right.
I think that's what happened there.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that. But second
that's
trailer.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory, though. I like that.
Yeah. Second trailer, everybody, that if you guys did not know, now you know, that came out over there was Street Fighter, everybody. The official trailer that came out there was pretty also badass. Let's put it this way. All right. Did enjoy what I saw from the Street Fighter. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed that it gave a little bit of everybody. And it looks, I think the crazy also thing is too, is that everything looked cartoonish, of course, or very video game-ish, which in my opinion is actually going to be what is going to be beneficial to this movie, because it's going to be a lot more video game like, to the point where, bro, it's a video game movie, so it has to be a little bit more less, right? And it's not going to be a Mortal Kombat style, because Street Fighter was always a little bit more brighter imaging compared to a Mortal Kombat. And
they can't make these guys look like humans, bro.
Right. Yes. And come on, Gaio with the haircut, freaking who else we see? We saw Ryu, we saw Ken, we saw the OG, breaking of the car inside of a club, those type of little things, man. I really do believe that this film is going to be slept on. It's going to be a surprise, badass film, put it that way. What do you guys think?
I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. Hell yeah. I'm ready to see it. We're due for a good little action-packed anime version movie. You know what I'm saying? This is a good kind of anime, I think, especially for Tekken, the version of it. So I'm excited for it. I mean, we're all big Tekken fans, dude. Especially, all the rejects. I know I speak for all of us, dude. Street Fighter used to be that shit. We love Street Fighter. I'm excited to see some of these characters in a different version. The other movies we saw, I don't know. We discussed them before too, but I don't know. They're not going to hit the same, bro. This should be pretty good. I'm a little bit more excited with the anime version of it too. So, hell yeah.
Yeah. What about you,
good.
Man?
The characters look badass, dude. Yeah,
exactly.
Man. What about you, man?
I was gonna say, I actually like the fact that they look like the characters from the video game and stuff. They remember the one that came out in the 90s? They didn't look like these guys. Jean-Claude Van Damme didn't have that funky looking hairstyle. He had a nice smooth cut, So at least now here they're keeping it true to the game itself. I want to see if they're actually going to be tossing fireballs, or Blanca's going to have electrocution in them.
Right.
At least, so that's something I want to look into. Again, another Jason Momoa movie, and I want to see what Roman Reigns does in the villain role.
Right. Cool. Because the other thing is too, with that particular character, like, if I'm not mistaken, Bison was the original antagonist in Street Fighter. Akuma didn't really come about until later on. I think the third, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even the second one, and then became a real fan favorite, of course. So I would like to kind of see. My thing is, I would like to understand who's the big bad in this one. Is it truly Bison, or is it between the two? And at that too, how do we all these fighters entwine with each other, of course, and since it's called Street Fighter, there's probably going to be like they did in the anime movie, where there is a competition. Certain fighters fight each other at each other's clubs or on the street or somewhere, and they know of each other that because they're all competing in the same tournament. So from then on, it's going to be in that mix. I don't know. I think that's the one thing I want to understand and see a little bit, but looking at the images of all these characters like Vega, freaking Ryu, Chun-Li, what's it called? Zhang, I feel like they put a nail on how they wanted them to look like, and they all look like these type of Street Fighter characters that we came to love on the video game. So I think that's really what I'm excited to see of it. I really am. And the comedic style, I feel like it's going to be really funny. Not gonna lie. I think it's going to be really funny, cool action all around. I think it's gonna be pretty good movie, to be honest. I think this one's gonna be better than Mortal Kombat 1 that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. I feel like this is gonna. The reason why is because I feel like they're actually going into the element of the video game itself.
Correct.
So you're gonna see elements of it, and not just tossing things around like they did with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Definitely. Now, one thing, actually, real quick before we go on to the next topic, where I did want to ask, I thought about this too, and it's written down. I do want to ask about this whole Supergirl trailer thing. Do you guys have an issue with Supergirl using a Walkman by any chance?
A Walkman?
A Walkman. You see the little thing around her neck area where she turns on the Walkman, the little cassette player to listen to some music?
Dude, what's the problem? What's the problem with that?
Well, I don't know if you guys pay attention to a lot of the media world, but there's a lot of fans out there that are really going after the director or Gunn himself for copying and pasting Guardians of the Galaxy 1 to her, to Supergirl, and saying, "Oh, you're just Star-Lord, listen to the Walkman because Star-Lord did it too. So now we're gonna do it with her." Like, oh my god, like that's crazy. Like,
he said, "Oh my god,
oh my god, that's so crazy." Already copying and pasting. Like, bro, I'm sorry. I know for a fact there's not just one Walkman that was made for just one person to have. Okay, when the Walkman was created. If you guys did not know, if you guys didn't live that long ago, like we did, Walkman were for everybody, right? There's gonna be everybody with the same Walkman, if you don't mind same thing like hoodies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna probably wear the same hoodie, maybe a black one, like a bunch of billion people, right? So why the hell is it a problem of Supergirl to have a Walkman? And especially the director wanting to pay homage to the 80s and 90s. Why? What the hell is it a problem? Stop bitching about a freaking Walkman. A Walkman. We're really arguing about a Walkman? A Walkman, okay?
A Walkman. A Walkman. No, it's, I think that they're just kind of, they're going to compare DC to Marvel is what that really is, one. And the super fans are gonna do that all day long. But at the same time, too, it's weird. It's really weird. They act like some people can't wear the same things. Like, dude, the jackets, hoodies, boots. Let's talk about boots. Everybody wears boots. Oh, that person has boots. Oh,
what about
that person has a cape? Hey, that person has a cape. Oh, that's the same cape that so and so wears. Like, dude, chill though. Stop. It's called similarities. Yeah, there's a word for it. And they don't have to be copying them. It doesn't to be, maybe be original. It's called originality. You know what I'm saying? It's, so that's, that's going to be, there's always going to be the argument. You're right. We're gonna argue for sure.
I never think people complain about Joe Pesci playing the same guy in each movie he does.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude? Like,
it really is. It's just people complaining about the smallest things and about the idiotic things to make that a big problem of narrative.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not that they're just complaining. I think they're just trying to, like I said, you got the Snyder fans and you got the Marvel fans. They're just trying to do whatever they can so that they can downgrade the film before it comes out.
Yeah.
Like I said, Snyder, the films are done. I mean, if Paramount or Netflix gets it, you'll probably get the Netflix version of those movies. But we moved on to James Gunn, and a lot of Snyder fans weren't happy with that.
Agreed.
Even when the Superman movie came out, they were trashing that like crazy.
Really was ridiculous. Well, I want to get you guys' opinions on that, but I appreciate y'all for sharing your thoughts because that was ridiculous. Now, on to the next thing, though, everybody. If you guys are not here out there, Disney and OpenAI strike a deal.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
I'm sure they did. Hey, I'm sure they did stroke out a deal. You're right. Allegedly.
Strike the deal, basically a landmark deal, okay? Is a 3-year deal, is worth $1 billion, all right? So that way they can partner up with OpenAI and for fans to be able to generate AI-powered short videos and select creations on Disney Plus, all right? We can see these selected creations on Disney Plus. And it's all partnered up with Sora. If you guys did not notice, Sora was kind of going rampant right after the AI stuff. People were on social media using on TikTok, freaking Snapchat, you got Facebook, you got YouTube Shorts. It's crazy. People were making a lot of things of it, right? But I think the big thing out of it is that I think that this may be a good deal, but I'm very concerned by this deal. That's just my opinion. I'll elaborate more into it afterwards. But
You're
fans also have
concerned about the
access.
deal?
I really am. And I'll explain why.
All
But
right.
I'll let you guys.
Anthony,
I want to ask you
I
guys'
mean
opinions first.
Tony the lawyer now, not Tony the butcher, Tony
Right.
the lawyer.
Now, fans. The cool thing is that fans are going to be able to access certain, not all, but certain Marvel characters, certain Pixar characters, and certain Star Wars characters. So, mind you, these, it's going to be a lot of that's going to be mixed into that for them to look into. But old man, actually, based on this deal, where do you feel like this is actually a good solid deal for Disney to make currently right now?
No, just kidding. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out. So they can use AI now for movies, I guess, also?
It's just the characters. So they're going to be taking characters from that. So like I said, certain Marvel, certain Pixar, and certain Star Wars are basically what's confirmed that they'll be able to use. So I don't know if that means like the Disney princesses. Does that mean the Disney classics, the originals, from the old characters? I'm not too sure. They've said 200 plus characters, but come on, Marvel definitely has quite a few. Pixar does, and so does Star Wars. So I think they can manage all that in one.
Well,
That's what's confirmed thus far.
I'm trying to figure out what's gonna happen, what their plan is to do with AI with these characters. Are they gonna bring them to life, or what's the deal?
Right. Shorts,
So
man.
actually,
They're creating shorts out of it. So it could be either live, it could be Pixar rated. I don't know.
Could be.
I'm actually interested. I want to see what they do. I want to get them, since it's just characters and it's not like real life people's faces. I can't see where this could go wrong. So
Okay.
yeah, I wanna see I wanna explore it and see what they do, because this might be a good way to use AI.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. I kind of agree with old man. It's interesting to see. I want to see moving forward. I don't know. It's I don't have too much of an opinion on it. I'd rather see the future results, honestly, at this point, because I'm more of a realist, and I don't know. Disney is the characters that they're going to be involved with is really what I'm concerned about the future of. So that's what I'm saying. Like it is an interesting theory to think about some of those future characters. Obviously, seeing more of them. And the direction going forward, because these are some key characters going in, obviously into like an X-Men versus Avengers situation, or even just like like the dynasty is going so far right now, and a big deal like this is keystones. I think it's more of a chess game with the signage. So I'm very concerned in who gets what, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some things that like, you can have this, but that you can't have this. And it's like whatever they're holding on to is like, you better be holding on to it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like you bet like if you're gonna do something with it solely and not give it to them, then dude, I don't know. Like what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm scared.
And that's my thing. I think my particular opinion on it is that's my concern in a sense.
Yeah.
Because you're limiting a lot of the fans in general to be able to use stuff. But again, Disney's kind of always done that per se to their characters.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job about that in a sense to kind of keep their characters safe in a way and not just be used all over the place. But it also limits the creativity to a lot of people.
Yeah, or the storyline of them. Like you're holding them and they could be such a bigger storyline.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But also too, I also see it as the laziness that's coming in from the company of Disney, because my opinion is that they're using this more so for us to do a lot of their dirty work and create a bunch of cool little shorts and snippets or creations in a sense. And for Disney to be like, that's a good idea. Now that we partly own that, we're gonna get money revenue for that. But also, too, guess what? You came up with this great idea. We're gonna expand on it a little bit, and we're gonna run with it even more and get us Google money, right? So I think that's where it throws me off a little bit. I think that's where my negative side kind of comes into the place here, because it's like we're gonna be doing all this badass work. I'm gonna make this badass Pixar style of Star Wars and Marvel combined in the sense, whatever case it be, and do this big old end game style thing or whatever. And then all of a sudden, Disney's gonna be like, "Hey, that was a really good one. Guess what? Ching, ching. I'm gonna make another one." Like, damn, bro,
that's a great idea. Don't mind I think
exactly. Right. That is the only thing where my negative mind goes to. But I think it's going to be fun seeing a lot of cool animations, cool creations from other people. It's just going to suck that it's going to come from that. The aftermath of it may end up just going to those guys. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Well, we shall see. We shall see.
We'll literally see. We'll see what the movie looks like.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll literally see. We'll literally see. We'll wait and see.
But the last thing on the board, everybody, if you guys don't really watch wrestling is upon us very shortly, everybody.
Sorry.
It is literally John Cena's last and final match, according to John Cena on WWE.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt you. But everyone in the world is Gunther's face right now. Everyone's like, I gotta watch it.
Right. And you really want to know what the cool thing about this is that it's a freaking on Peacock of all things. And thank freaking God it's on Peacock. Because if it wasn't on Peacock, guess what? I'm not gonna be able to watch it. Damn sure thousands and millions of billions and trillions of fans is not gonna watch it. They prefer Peacock. I'm sorry. Freaking
Tony the Kid. Hey, Tony the Kid. I would have watched it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I would have watched it. But yeah, Peacock. Continue.
It just sucks that all it was doing so well on Peacock. It was doing people knew where to go, what time to start, and how to watch it, and enjoy watching it on there. They really were. And for that to just be where it is right now, it's like, bruh, come on, man. You just making it worse for people. So that's a cool thing. But that is the final match. There are speculations where people are hoping that Gunther really may not be the last final matchup for him. They're thinking that that The Rock is going to pop in, enter himself in the match, have a last final match with The Rock. And
I'm beyond curious to hear your guys' input because
I don't know. I honestly think they're going to keep it with Gunther. I don't think they can get The Rock to come back. Maybe they will, but it will probably be like the last skit of it afterwards and say your soul is released in a sense. But who knows? Who freaking knows? It's just, do I think if I would have to put it as John Cena versus Gunther and say, hey, who's going to win it? I think obviously Gunther has to win it in order for John Cena to say his goodbyes. That's just me. They got to give it a classic final match. So
goes over to Gunther, eh?
Yeah. What about you, old man?
Yeah, please, old man.
Great things. I heard this is not even closing out the show, which is it's probably a bad rumor and a false rumor.
It's the
very actually opening.
Yeah, it's the opening. John Cena said it himself. I want it to be the opening.
So it doesn't. I mean, if he's opening, that doesn't make sense for it to be a last match. For him to open and say, "All right, well, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go home now." Unless it's just his way of saying, "All right, I gotta get out of here and go film a show or a movie." Because after this, he's gonna go straight to filming the Superman film. Who knows what he's filming?
Yeah, who knows?
It's definitely not the Fast and Furious movie since he got killed off. But
hey, old man, hey, I wouldn't doubt that, dude. I wouldn't. Knowing Fast and Furious, that's why I say that. I would knowing Fast and Furious, maybe not John Cena, but like, I wouldn't doubt that. Like, hey, just give me a cameo real quick. You know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this might be, if this is the last match, that's a good way to go, is to go against Gunther and lose against Gunther. Like you said, and Gunther, it elevates Gunther a little bit higher because finally he retired two guys in the same year. He retired Goldberg and then he retired John Cena.
Oh, yeah. That's a very good point. You're right. Very good point. Solid.
And that means that this year has been pretty good for Gunther. Even though he lost to Jey Uso, his belt and everything, but he's gained it back and then lost it again.
Yeah.
Right.
Big runs as a champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I feel like this isn't bad. This is a pretty good idea. Just crazy to know that it's, opening the pay-per-view. So who knows what's in store for tomorrow?
Yeah.
But
That's
can't wait to see
a
it.
big question. What about you, Zach? You think he's gonna John Cena's taking this W?
Do I think that John Cena will lose to Gunther the ring? I would imagine for his career he lose. Dude, with WWE, I don't know. I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. I mean, I'm sure. Like, I think they might end it with like a snippet, right? But what does that mean? John Cena made it. He's been making it very clear, like this is his last run. The time is now. I don't like. Yeah, like it probably gets a teaser. Probably gets a teaser for like what? Like y'all come back for like another cameo. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be back, but like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Could you go out like a Terminator situation? Like I'll be back, and like we all have to wait for you to do another cameo again. Like it's worrisome. I know that it's the end of his like maybe like big run for sure. Because maybe he's gonna go off to do something else. I mean, we know he's gonna be a couple movies,
right?
So it's like he's gonna have the free time to maybe come back for something. But I know it's the last time we see him in the ring. I think, obviously, you know what I'm saying. I would imagine so. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. Maybe you come back in the ring and do something where you get like hit by, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I do think it'll be the last time we see him actually do some good stuff in the ring. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, that's what's going on. So I will be sad about that. That's my boy. You know, we're gonna see him. You see the signs that's been going on. We see you now. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the wrestlers are already paying homage. You know what I'm getting at? Like, you know, it's that time for sure. So
it really is. And put it this way: if this is truly John Cena's last and final match, then this was one hell of a run. I think one hell of an era, one hell of a in general of him having this match. He's leaving it in the hands of the new generation's big bad guy moving forward. You know what I mean? It's good. I trust in Gunther. I do trust in what the process is going to be in the actual wrestling match itself. And it's kind of like the Undertaker putting in AJ Styles' hands in the last and final match.
Oh, what?
You know what I mean? I gotta put it in that way. Like AJ Styles was basically the it guy at that time and the safer wrestler, the veteran, but also the newbie in WWE. And knowing that if anybody would have a match with, he's the one. So that way it looks good and all that kind of stuff. And for John Cena's style, this is perfect. He's done well with these guys. He's done well where he's getting beat up more so than him, doing the beating up. He did well with that with Batista. He did well with that with freaking Randy. He did well with that with freaking Brock. That was his style, right? It did good. Right. You get beat up, and then all of a sudden you give us the last, 5 moves of death, and then all of a sudden you take the W. So it's been good. It's been great. It's been great. So, what I am cool with that it is the first match that pops off because it's like, all right, what kind of crap that we're gonna come up with? I know there's gonna be a lot. Like this match in general is gonna have a lot of stuff into it. A lot of people involved. A lot of people in there, entrances, the intro to it. I would say if you guys are able to watch the intro, maybe we should do a live watching intro to it, guys. I'm just saying, maybe we should pop up on here if we can, watch them up live with all of us and stuff like that. And
he said, "Watch them up live."
Just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. I think we could do it because I could sit right here and then put this on the other little screen while I'm on my computer right here, and we could be doing our thing. Just saying, like an old school watch party, all together, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. It says 5 p.m. I'm not sure if that's the pre-show. So technically 6, 7, give or take. Who knows?
We'll
see.
I have to. I won't be there to make it. I have to. I have prior engagements.
So just me.
If you guys must know, if you guys must know, I'm going to watch the Nutcracker in the city. It's a play. I'm going to watch with some people. Deadass. Your boy Zach the Max going to play live.
You're gonna watch the Nutcracker?
Yeah, it's children playing. So stop.
Right.
Be careful. Be careful.
Got it.
Be careful. Okay. There's children. It is an educational play for children.
Okay.
So thank you.
No problem. Sure.
All right.
That's fine.
Yes. I'll be AKA I'll be streaming it on my phone. So y'all be watching it. But yeah.
There you go. But besides that, though, we have 4 other matches afterwards. We do have, or 3 other matches. I'm sorry. We do have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. That's on there, if I'm not mistaken, for the titles. But what's it called? That's, solid match, whatever case it be. We got Bailey versus Sol Ruka. I'm not sure who the heck that girl is, but Bailey's on the board. And then we also ended off with possibly Cody Rhodes versus Uba Fami, as champion versus champion, main roster champion versus NXT champion. So I don't know how that's going to go, but I think that's just like a, veteran versus the newbie guy, show him the ropes or whatever the case it be. Yeah. The rest of the card, it's kind of iffy, but I feel like it's also not bad because you got wrestlers who know how to put on a good show. So we'll see from there. I'm anticipating a lot of, interruptions probably within these matches. Something's going to end up happening, but the big one of all in this, for the fact that it's the first match, this is John Cena one.
Yeah, I like that it's first. I like this. Like, let's get to the point here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Let's get the big hurrah out, because sometimes when they drag the matches on to the end of the night, it's like, dude, you made us wait all night for that. Maybe It might be kind of like, hey, yeah, it might maybe it kind of like be straight to the point. So we'll see how things go there.
No, agreed. That I agree with. It's like straight to the point, get with the match, and let's see how things are happening. See things up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not bad. Not bad though. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys here on the ReJect Rundown. I think at this point right now, that's all. That's pretty cool layout that we got. ReJect of the week. But you guys let me know what you guys think. Definitely think. Am I right?
I'm gonna have to put some ReJect of the weeks in myself too. Yeah. I got you. I'll start submitting.
You too, man. You too. You see somebody who's acting stupidly, and you want to put some comments on it. Go ahead, man.
I got you. Yeah.
Can I add them on the comments and put them on there?
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff though. Gotcha. So that's all I got at this point right now, everybody. I think we're good to go. Signing off for the rest of the night at this point right now. Zach the Mac, I think old man had a little glitch here. He had to step away at this point right now. But Zach the Mac, say what's up. Say goodbye to the fans, man.
First of all, I'm gonna love and hate you guys. Just kidding. Nah, we hate the haters. Just know. But yes, we love the loving people that are always here for the ReJect Rundown. We are back in full effect. These are just a couple episodes. Wait till we get together. Wait till we come at you live. Obviously we've been coming live now, but wait till we get together as a group. You know what I'm saying? Like we're here. We're ready to go. ReJect Rundown, full effect. Happy to be back. Yes, thank you guys for coming in, listening, viewing, hanging out with us. We love you. That's about all we got, Tony the Kid. We've been holding it down for them. Hope you guys enjoy. All right.
Yeah, for sure. I think everything's been fun, been cool. I appreciate you guys for definitely stopping on by, joining the freaking show, man. Because this was fun, man. I like the new setup. I like where we're at right now. I like what's going on, especially us doing this, being able to do this on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Give or take that leads on to Saturday
morning. Friday night's for sure the vibe.
It's kind of like the old school, midnight radio action. Where they give us, or like BET. Remember BET when they have the late night videos award?
Yeah.
I think
I do.
I think that was some good action. We can throw some good shit.
Some good action. Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, that was good.
In my opinion. But man, say goodbye to the peeps, say goodbye to the fans, man. You get a chance and opportunity before we dip off.
All right, so what I'm gonna reply to you before I log out. I was gonna mention Walter Hamada, the guy who was behind Warner Bros. That caused a lot of bad things to happen with the DC movies. So I want him to be the ReJect of the week one day. Other than
Perfect.
that, and the whole entire cable video on the WB back in those days.
Yeah, definitely.
So other than that, everybody thank y'all for listening to us. It was fun. Tell your kid if you do want to do a live one, let me know. I'll be down to do live videoing of John Cena's last match.
All right, bet.
Since I'll
Yeah,
be in here trying to keep from the cold.
Cool. I know, right? They need to what's our weather like tomorrow? I think it's supposed to be like somewhere in the negatives, man. That ass.
Sunday's supposed to be frozen for the Bears game.
No, yeah, no. Tomorrow is going to be 9 degrees, if anything, throughout the day, but at nighttime, -4. It's going to feel like everybody. So
let's go, dude. Oh, it's so cold today.
Freaking warm.
It was so cold today.
It's going to go up to -20.
Yeah, and it's going to jump up. And look, it's going to jump up by next week sometime, like in the 40s, probably in the freaking by Friday, Thursday. So it's like Illinois weather at this point right now is so chaotic and so crazy. It just don't make no sense. But it is what it is. It's fun. I love being in Illinois. I love being,
I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm just kidding. Just
awesome.
kidding.
I get to wear my hoodies, wear my sweaters, my jackets. I feel warm. I'm good. All right, y'all. We'll sign it off, everybody. Stay tuned till next episode. We'll see you guys, if anything. But also too, don't forget to chop it up. We hear Tony on podcast WrestleTude, also for the old man on WrestleTude on Spotify. Catch him on over there, of course. Got some cool things popping out about to be soon. And Zach the Mac, Roll It Up season. Next episode will be dropping up sometime in the next couple of weeks. Got a guest out there for you guys, so hopefully you guys to stay tuned on that as well, man. We got many more things to hop on. The review. What's the review? Also, collaboration with Tom's Productions, as well as
so much for us. Yeah,
bro, it's crazy. We got a crazy schedule, you guys. We're working hard, man. Right. Working hard. So please, if you guys tune in, share, like, subscribe, man. Show the love, man. We can't, obviously finances. We need some help. We need some sponsorship if you guys are willing to, man. We'd love to be like, hey, what is TDK drinking? Oh, TDK drinking is. He don't know. I can't show the name.
He don't know.
If you sponsor, I'll show the name. Just saying. But much love.
Old Bill.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
Drinking Old Bill.
The classic.
Oh, speaking of that, real quick, before I dip off for you guys, I do want to tell a quick story, though. I apologize before I leave. Just to let you know, I am in talks with the world, too. In talks with a gentleman who is in charge of one of the, what is it? What are those graphics for movies and stuff like that? Gentleman actually works with Marvel currently right now.
What?
Yeah. Bro, I was on a live on TikTok, kind of like, chimed in a little bit earlier today. And we're just talking about comics and all this kind of stuff, whatever. And then the gentleman was like, he works with Marvel. He obviously can't tell too much. He shared us with some of the screens that his VX or his what was that? Graphic design.
Visuals? Yeah, graphic designs.
Graphic design. That's the freaking
visuals. Okay.
Yes. What they were, what little projects they were working on, they were in charge of
the images and artistry, because he's a designer. I'm guessing, right?
Oh yes, he's in charge of the company.
Like pictures and like designs, like on his computer, or like drawings.
Like pictures, like the actual film skits that they're involved with. So how how like when you make a film, everything's kind of broken down into like certain sections. So
you gotta watch out for these AI bots, bro. He could have been a bot. No, I'm just kidding. Physical stuff could have been a bot. No, I'm just kidding.
He put it out there, man. He shared what his team was in charge of. His team was in charge of. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it from over here. Post it out there.
It'd be nice. I mean, shout him out. It'd be really cool.
3 scenes. I feel like it's kind of like blurry, but we'll see. Yeah, 3 scenes, everybody. Not bad. Not bad at all, man. Was a really cool dude. Really cool dude. So I like to shout out for him from there. So we're in talks at this point right now. Maybe he could be on the guest, possibly. Who knows? We'll see.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Right. All right, y'all. We'll sign it off. Like we said our goodbyes. We'll see y'all until next week, if anything, but also to all you guys, for sure. Stay tuned, man. We'll see you then. All right, y'all.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Have a good night, old man. Have a good night, Zach.
Yeah.
In the stream.
We good, big dog?
I'm wondering, because you know how it lags. I feel like this is gonna take a good minute before it tells me the stream has ended. But yeah, man, for me. Okay, come on. Bro.